play fake here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, Lynch.
Oh, wow. What the fuck?
The lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Like celebrating this shit.
Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Fuck you, man.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Fuck you, man.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score.
Oh, you sucker motherfucker.
Ben Heaney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Damn, I can't do shit.
When you're plotting a defensive strategy, on that particular play, it just came from the outside. On second down, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic.
He got like 10 motherfuckers back there.
Picked up by Carl
That's just
Joseph.
ridiculous.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 34.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, they're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense,
everything
though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now here comes Kansas City. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He hits West underneath. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
ground. This is where
All them motherfuckers blocking, man. I don't get it.
Him down at the 26.
Fuck is wrong with y'all?
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
first and 10. Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So here we go, first and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Lynch running the counter. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down, Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They bring Crabtree in motion right. On third down, they go Lynch. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Fuck him. Fuck that nigga.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, fuck him. He'll bruise his other fucking shoulder.
And now here comes Kansas City. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Mahomes to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll leave this for Ware. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the silver and black continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And here we go on 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and goal to go now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first throw for the backup Cook. It's caught. Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Green, 39. All right, now, like a 56. Detroit! Detroit! 52. 36, 36.
The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go! All right, now, look at 56.
Following the penalty, Lynch. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, 24 yards. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Leopard! Leopard! Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Dumps that off to Ware. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left, and he'll get it down here to the 43. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Let's go. Green 39.
On the carry, it's Olawale. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. But if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for